What is going on, everybody? Grayson here from Poke Profit. Welcome back to an end of week market update. Sealed product singles and slabs over $1,000 USD starting off. Fusion Strike booster box. We did have an auction here for $1,125. It looks like this comes with an acrylic case as well, which probably adds, I don't know, $15, $20, $25 onto the total. But Fusion Strike continuing to move up. We know at this point it's consistently $1,000 plus USD. 151 booster bundle display. Probstein, I feel like they sell probably 10 of these, 12 of these a week through their auctions. This one went for $1,780 USD. I've seen them range anywhere from like $1,550 up to I think almost $1,900 USD, just depending on the auction. So this is somewhere in the middle, I believe. And then after that, we do have an Evolving Skies booster box, $2,651 USD, evolving consistently now. I would say over $2,500, pushing towards $2,650, $2,700 consistently. So this is definitely a good sign. You can still find boxes cheaper than this, $2,200, $2,300 if you snipe an auction, maybe in your Facebook group. So if you're looking to get more Evolving Skies, I do think you have a little bit more time to find those deals if you just search hard enough. But after that, we do have a box of Primal Clash, $2,901 USD. I think I saw a sale up to, I want to say $3,100 on Primal Clash as well. So this was definitely on the lower end of the auctions. This also came with an acrylic case, which I do think you need to kind of factor in. Maybe $10, $15, $20, whatever you want to do. It does add a little bit to the overall value of what the buyer is going to be getting. After that, though, we're going to have a couple higher dollar booster boxes on the list this week. Starting off, we do have a Plasma Blast booster box. This is from the black and white era. It's not too common that we see these show up. And then also, this is coming from a very small seller here. Only 9 feedback on eBay. Box looks like it's in fairly good shape, not minty. I mean, for a box this old, the top's kind of pushed in, and that's obviously affecting the front a little bit, but the wrap looks to be in pretty good shape. I would imagine whoever is buying this will be planning to either open it on a stream or they're going to throw it in acrylic. That's kind of the two ways I think at this point people are going to go about that. Team Up booster box here in English. This sold for $9,075 USD. I think over the past, I want to say 6 weeks at this point, 8 weeks, Team Up's been closer to 10,000, but the most recent update that I did, I think it was actually like 9,200, 9,300, something like that, maybe even a little bit lower. So we have seen those sales pull back just slightly recently, but still a far cry from, let's say, 7,000, 7,500, where they were at the bottom of the correction a couple months ago. Flashfire booster box, $9,100 USD. This box rather looks like it's in pretty good condition as well. Definitely not the mintiest one, but for something of this age, makes sense. And also it comes with an acrylic. This was $9,100 through Rainier Consignment Shop. Very large store. I've actually never heard of them, but over 10,000 feedback, and that's out of the USA. And a couple more here. We do have a Call of Legends booster box. This is in French though, so not English, in French. To me, when I was just looking at the side profile, this seems like less than 36 packs, right? Because you got like 2, 4, 6, you're about halfway through. So like 12, is it 24 packs? Like maybe it says somewhere on the back. If you guys know more about the French stuff, definitely let me know. Maybe this isn't even a legit box. I have no clue, but it seems legit. It's from a fairly large consignment house here, seller on eBay. They have over 1,000 feedback. 98.4% positive, though, is a little bit low. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the final auction of the week, we do have a first edition Team Rocket booster box, WotC era. This is sold by Ryan's Card House, 12,000 plus feedback on eBay, and it went for $29,588 USD. Looks to be in pretty good shape as well. It does kind of stress me that they're taking the photos outside in the sunlight, but hey, people will sell things the way they want to sell them. So awesome. There you guys go. That's going to be the sealed portion of the video. Before we get into the singles and slabs, I did want to jump in here and say, if you guys enjoy the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. Also, a bunch of useful links in the description, market spreadsheet. We also have the mentorship program, consultation calls. And if you guys are shopping, eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville, I do have affiliate links here. They're free and easy to use. All you have to do is click on the link before you do your shopping. I'll get a small percentage of that sale at no extra cost to you. So it's a free and easy way to support the channel. Thank you guys so much if you do decide to check out any of those links. Now, getting into the singles and slabs portion of the video, we're starting off with a very interesting card for me. And the reason why this Pikachu with red in it, the full art from Cosmic Eclipse, is an interesting card for me is because this was actually the first PSA 10 slab I ever purchased. And I think at the time it was, I want to say like 250 Canadian, maybe 300 Canadian, something like that. It was incredibly cheap looking back at it. Now selling for over $1,000 USD. So I think converted, that's probably 1,300 Canadian, something like that. Crazy how much some of these Sun and Moon cards have moved up over the past couple of years. Another Sun and Moon era card, we have the Charizard GX PSA 10. This is from Hidden Fates, and this sold for $1,075 USD. Umbreon V PSA 10 from Evolving Skies. This ungraded has continued to fall over the past, I'd say like 4 months at this point, just continuing to move down. I should actually go check TCG Player at one day in the future and just see where the raw price is, because I think at one point it was selling like 280, 270 USD. If it goes any lower, this would be a card that I would keep my eye on. But in a PSA 10 selling $1,075, there's 7,800 approximately in a 10, total population 17,275. Now after that, we do have a Pokemon Center Snorlax promo, PSA 10, $1,075 as well. Fairly low PSA 10 rate here, maybe 30%, like, yeah, a little over a quarter there. Sylveon EX SIR from Prismatic, PSA 10, $1,100 USD. We will see the Umbreon showing up later on in the video. Gengar and Mimikyu GX from Team Up, PSA 10, $1,142.89 through Probstein. We have an ungraded card here. This is a Gold Star Pikachu that sold out of the United Kingdom, I believe, for 850 pounds sterling. Only one bid. That's approximately $1,163 USD. Card is definitely not in the best of shape, quite banged up. You can go through all the photos here, but still very cool to see these types of sales on eBay, in my opinion. After that, we do have a Charizard EX. This is from 151. You can see if you look at the PSA 10 pop, it just crossed 26,000. Total population is 88,682. This particular copy sold on auction for $1,202 through DC Sports 87. Team Rocket's Mewtwo SIR from Destined Rivals, $1,225 in a PSA 10. Koraidon Pokemon Center promo. This in a PSA 10 sold for $1,275. The incredibly interesting thing here is the PSA 10 rate is incredibly low. I'm guessing that's like, well, I'm not even guessing, like 12%, 13%, something like that for the PSA 10 rate. 181 10s, total pop 1,409. Blastoise Piplup GX. This is from Cosmic as well. $1,375 in a PSA 10. And then Ascended Heroes, we did have to throw in the Gengar. There's a few more of these coming to market now. By the way, this is kind of a side note, the Ascended Heroes openings, there has been so much demand. I mean, I saw Alex's stream, Nostalgianomics. I think he had like at one point 450, 500 viewers concurrent, which for him is definitely very high. Wenzel TCG, I was paying attention to them. They were up to almost 2,000 at one point, like concurrent viewers, I think on Thursday, maybe. And even yesterday, I think they were up there around 1.5 at one point, maybe even a little bit higher. So a lot of people are interested in Ascended Heroes, and a lot of that is being opened as well. The amount of packs being ripped through, even at like whatever prices people are paying, just insane. So definitely something that I need to get some exposure to sooner rather than later. And by the way, I forgot to mention this card here, 1,500 or best offer. I threw it into 130 point. I'm pretty sure it's this sale here at $1,500. There were multiple other copies though, selling like 1,150. a lot at $1,200 as well. It's definitely not a $1,500 card. I don't think at this point. I would say it's closer to like $1,200, $1,250, but maybe some of these better centered ones that could potentially get tens, maybe they'll go for 1,500 plus. We'll see over the next week or two what's going to go on there. Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies PSA 10, 2,405 Australian. That is approximately $1,675 USD. And moving on here, I think we have about a dozen more to get through. Mega Charizard EX. This is from Flashfire PSA 10, $1,788. And Gengar VMAX Fusion Strike, $1,876 in a PSA 10. I think I saw a BGS 10 as well go for like 2,400, 2,300, something like that. The Beckett graded copies in Pokemon, you just don't see sell as often, but when they do, they tend to have a premium over the PSA 10s. So just keep that in mind. Mew EX Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates SAR PSA 10, $1,900. Tons of these sell on a weekly basis as well. Gold Star Charizard, this is from Dragon Frontiers, and this is a PSA 1, and this sold for 2K, but I think the more interesting thing about this card that I wanted to bring your guys' attention to, there are 655 PSA 1s, and the total population is 4,458, so over 10% of all the copies of this card graded are PSA 1. I just thought that was interesting. I mean, maybe that's not actually that uncommon in the vintage market, but yeah, I mean, there you go. PSA 1 of that card. Kind of a shame too. Like it's not terribly centered, like maybe a little bit off top to bottom and then side to side. But yeah, definitely a very cool card that you don't see too often anymore. A card that you do see fairly often though, Mega Charizard XEX. You guys know, I think this is the best Charizard artwork we've ever gotten. This one for $2,032 in a PSA 10, excuse me, through Probstein. Multiple copies of this selling on a weekly basis. Giratina V from Lost Origin PSA 10, $2,111.87. We also have the Magikarp illustration rare through Probstein, $2,200. I think at one point this was, I want to say, a $3,000 card or close to that. $2,200. Fairly consistent now. I am seeing a lot of these in this range. After that, we do have another interesting card, in my opinion. This is the Umbreon from Heart Gold Soul Silver Undaunted. This is apparently an APH 10 black label. I don't know anything about this grading company, so I don't know if that's relevant at all, but I just like the card, so I figured I'd throw it in here. $2,850 USD. Following that up, another Umbreon. This is the VMAX or the Moonbreon PSA 10 from Evolving Skies, $3,350 USD. Mega Charizard XEX, the gold card from Phantasmal Flames PSA 10, $3,550. Very expensive. This has to do with the PSA 10 pop just being so low. A very difficult to grade card in a PSA 10. Shining Legends, the Mewtwo. This is going for $4,200 in a PSA 10. So getting up there in price is the Mewtwo GX. Might have even been more expensive than that at its peak. Umbreon EX SAR. This is from Prismatic Evolutions. $4,450 there. And I think after that, these are all just going to be vintage or kind of like 15-year-old cards. I don't know if we can call 15 years old like 2010 vintage, but figured I'd throw a lot of these in here. This is Reshiram from 2013 Black and White era Legendary Treasures, and this in a PSA 10 went for $4,750. The most interesting thing about this card, in my opinion, is the PSA 10 rate, which you can see here. There's only 132 in the world. Total population is 4,493. That's about a 3% PSA 10 rate on a massive hit like this Reshiram. I just thought that was interesting. Definitely one of those cards that we don't see show up too often on the market. We also have an Entei Gold Star. This went for $6,500 in a PSA 10. Still a fairly low PSA 10 rate. It's a little bit under 10% here, 8-9%, something like that. So a bit better than the Reshiram, but still fairly low for that one. And then we do have the Lovebirds, of course. This shows up in almost all the videos. PSA 10, $9,400. It's been in that range for a while. Poncho Pikachu's here. This is the regular Charizard one. This went for $12,000 in a PSA 10. We also have the Mega Charizard X version. This went for $15,500 in a PSA 10. The final card on the list for the week, we do have the 20th anniversary Japanese promo Pikachu here, and you have Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur in the background. This went for $26,500 through Z&G Emporium. So those are all the auctions I wanted to get through this week. You guys let me know which one was your favorite. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you're having a great weekend. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.